Today is June 6, 2101. I'm afraid that this may be one of the last of my writings. The water's finally run out down here, just like it did in the old world all those years ago. The others are finally prepping to leave, to emerge back into the world, because now they must go, perish from thirst. I was just a child when the rivers ran dry and the bombs began to fall. And now I've lived an entire lifetime in the darkness of this place. I barely even remember the world of my childhood, a world underneath the bright sun and blue sky. My skin is pale, my muscles are weak. I'd only be a burden to them in the harsh journey ahead. They're still young and adaptable. I know firsthand of their strength and resilience. If there's water to be found up there, they'll be the ones to find it. If there's anything to salvage from the ruins, they'll be the ones to do so. They know nothing of the society of the old world. They are the ones who might have a chance to rebuild civilization.
Hello, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to Homeseek. Thank you very much to the devs of Homeseek for sending me a key for this game, by the way. This is an interesting one, guys. It's kind of like Frostpunk meets Fallout, I guess. Very Fallout style narrative. You know, the world is dead, nuclear war, drought. Very depressing. And we're coming out of bunkers to try and rebuild civilization. And then the Frostpunk element is, this game is freaking brutal, and it will kill everyone. I've done a couple of practice games, and I've not been able to survive so far, so this will be interesting. We'll see how we go. Anyway, welcome to a new beginning with a few possessions finally unpacked. It's time to get started procuring the necessities of survival. Food, water, and shelter are the first priorities, and doing so won't be easy, but our spirits are fresh. And we're all ready to pitch in. Well, that's all you need, guys, is a positive attitude and everything will be fine. All right, lifeblood. Our community is desperate for a new source of drinking water. We need to build a contraption that will allow us to access to the water at the bottom of our makeshift wells. And to make matters worse, our prepackaged rations are gone. We'll have to risk consuming whatever we can forage. Good. Okay, well, with that comes illnesses and stuff like that. Well, it's very nice of somebody to go around and put flags on everything for us. We got a few scrap piles and wells here. Here are our intrepid survivors. It's a shame that that's all I can zoom into, unfortunately. So standard sort of controls, WASD, move around the map, Q and E to rotate. I wish the middle mouse was rotate or something, but that seems to move the camera as well. But there we go. This looks like we're going to be setting up here, and lots of scrap piles. Looks like we've got 2 wells. Yeah, one there and one there. And we've got a number of berry bushes here. 4 to be precise. Now, under the constructions available to us at the moment, we have water extractors, water storage, food storage, house, expedition center, and research center. Each of these taking a number of scrap to build. We have 1,000 scrap to start off with. No food, no water, no water, no water, and no water. Yep, there's 4 types of water. There's 4 types of water. You got contaminated water, poor water, clean water. That's what everybody wants. And then down here is salty water. Useless, unless it gets cleaned. There we go. So I'm assuming that at some point we can research a way to clean salty water. But yeah, just look at the map here. We can see the post-apocalyptic crap hole that we have to try and survive and live in here. It looks like a railway line used to run along there. Still, in theory, there should be plenty of scrap to be had. There's a freaking tank down there. All right. Oh, there's a tank there as well. There's tanks everywhere. All right, cool. So we're in a former battlefield as well. That will improve things. Definitely no radiation issues or depleted uranium shells will be littering the landscape around here at all. Anyway, let's get building, shall we? I think, ooh, there's a farm patch over there, look. That's nice. I think we got 1, 2, 3 bushes there. There's one up there. Oh, let's really go for the top one here. Doesn't really matter too much, I suppose. Very simple sort of place, and they will build it kind of set up here. So you place a water extractor. We can place a water storage right next to it. That will start the clock now. I'm going to make very heavy use of the pause feature and the speedy uppy features in this game, because this is one of those games where decisions matter. All right, everything you do has a consequence and stuff. So what you need to do is connect the water extractor here to a water storage. You can then assign workers. So I assign 5 workers to the water pump. Now this should give us plus 837 water a day. However, I don't want 837 a day. I want to balance the water to almost precisely our needs. And we can do that just by mousing over contaminated water here. We can see it's plus 202 a day. Any less than that, and we're not getting enough water. All right, so we're going to need food storage next, and food storage has a area of influence, as you can see. So we want to place this in a way that it can access as many berry bushes as we can. So we can get 3 there. I don't think we can get that 4th one over there, but we'll leave that 4th one as kind of like our emergency backup bush. The emergency backup bush, people. Okay, so we're going to have water and we're going to have food. Next up, we want some housing, but we've run out of scrap already. So next, we're going to have to actually select a scrap pile. I'm going to assign some workers to that. 3 should do. That gives us 9 spare citizens that we can then assign to various berry bushes. And as soon as I can, based on what I've experienced so far of this game from previous practice plays, we're going to need that expedition center like now. All right, so we got food storage. We can assign a few people over to the berry bushes here, and over food, what's going on here? Oh, we need to link it. Sorry, my bad. Yep, everything needs to be linked. Lifeblood complete. Our community is desperate for a new source of drinking water. We need to build a blah 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 blah. That's what I've already read. Sorry. Completed. There we go. The next one is we must secure enough resources for everyone. Add workers on the water extractor and connect berry bushes. In order to do so, keep in mind each citizen needs 50 food and 50 water every day. You also need more scrap, so make sure you gain some workers in scrap piles too. Done. So next we just we're going to gather 750 of each resource there. And this is nice and easy at this point, isn't it? It's very nice and easy. We just need to save up 500 scrap and we can build that expedition center. So we've got things running at 2 times speed at the moment. And we've got 6 spare citizens. Perfect, because an expedition is made up of 6 citizens, exactly. Now, if we can get started on expeditions very early on, I have hope that we will be able to survive this second time round. However, just when you think everything's going fine, a group of strange wastelanders arrive on our doorstep, apparently desiring to join our community. They speak in a weird accent and don't recognize them. I don't recognize them from our time in the bunker. They must have somehow survived on the surface all these past years. They have brought a small offering of food and water in an attempt to convince us of their good intentions. And now we have overcrowding and need to build 3 houses. Cool. So, of course, not only each house costs 350 scrap, so we can one there, for example. We'll build another one. Well, we would build another one there. About 5. That obviously kills our scrap, but we now have 15 citizens that we can put to work. So I'm going to put a bunch of them on the scrap piles here. Take our daily total of scrap up to 1,400. However, to now check our food and water, and yes, we're now minus 248 a day, which probably means I'm going to have to put another person on the pump there. There we go, plus 70. And minus 552 a day, so put another person on the berry bushes. Another 2 people on the berry bushes. Damn it. Start another berry bush. Damn. And very quickly, we can see how fast these berry bushes are going to run out. Source has got... this source will be empty after 35 working hours. My God, they don't last long. We need to get expeditioning very, very quickly. Okay. But fortunately, we're in positive food. We're in positive water. and we're in positive scrap. Once they build these houses, and then there we go, we've completed that. Once they build these houses and we can save up enough scrap to go on expeditions, we shall do so. But yeah, building's very basic, very simple. The assets look pretty good though. Like I said, I do wish I could zoom in a little bit more to have a look at these things a little closer. There's the overcrowding mission complete, but everything looks very much kind of like wasteland, desperate architecture made of scraps and whatever we could find. I like the little food sign on the side there. I don't know if there's one on the water. Does it look like it? The water storage is just a couple of tanks, it would seem. Okay, so everybody's gone to sleep and all production stops, but then so does consumption as well. Now we do have a little issue up here with 2 very sick citizens. To improve this status, make sure you have a functional medical center. Well, we don't have any of that yet, but one of the things that we can create is a research center, which also takes 500 scrap. So hopefully that 1,400 scrap that we get in a day will come in, and we can actually start healing people back up again. Poisons of the old world saturate our food and water, making the simple act of eating and drinking exact a toll on our health. It is certainly no coincidence that an epidemic of indeterminate sickness has surged through our community since we began foraging for our food instead of relying on our bunkers, sterile, pre-packed rations. We need to find a way to combat these health concerns. Yeah. Build a research center, research a medical center, and build a medical center. Okay, all things that consume scrap. But our food and water just ran dry. However, they're very quickly being restocked, so it was a little concerning. 3 very sick citizens now, as our scrap goes up quite quickly. Should be able to get to 500 very quickly. I'm going to ignore the research center just briefly, just so I can get this expedition center up. I'm gonna just rush this, although this is the first time I've attempted this, I must admit. The expedition center was one of the last things I built in my previous games, and I think that's probably why I died ultimately. Now, we've only got 4 citizens capable of going to research, so I'm going to take a couple of people off of the scrap trade, and we're going to create an expedition team of 6 people. Now, when you send an expedition out, you have to give them a bunch of water. About 300 is what you need per day. I'm going to give it a little bit more. Yeah, create an expedition party. Got it. Thank you. Thank you for interrupting me. Appreciate you. Okay, let's do that again, shall we? 350, 350, and 350. I'll just give them a little bit more than a day. Okay, so 1 day of water, food, and scrap in order to expedite. Expedish? I don't know. Right. Okay, we can select them and we can send them to the Mudlands by right-clicking, and off they go. And we can rotate this map as well. Can't seem to zoom in though, but we can Q&E on it. And that is the best of view we get. And we can see all the little spots eventually we'll be able to unlock and stuff as they go on their expedition. So let's go. Click on home again. Off they go. They should go. Enjoy that. You can see 6 people, 12 hours. 3 of them are sick. No problem. I'm sure it will be fine. Sure it won't be an issue, right? Guys? Okay, so we got enough scrap for the research center as well. This is quite a big, chonky building. Put it over. Let's put it over the top here. This will do. Lovely. There's that massive building. Well, you can see why it costs 500 scrap. But they get to work on that, even though it's 1 a.m. They still go out and build it. Which is nice, But I don't have any free people right now to put in it. So we're going to have to try and find... Okay, you can probably take a person off of berry bushes while the expedition is out. And put them in there. I can probably take a person off the water. And put them in there. Okay, because we need to start researching. So technologies are down here. And we need the medical center, which is under quality of life. There it is. Research. 4 tabs down the bottom here for all the different researchy thingamajiggies. And as you can see, there is quite a lot of tech to research. So they'll get started research in the morning, which is about now, and once again the food and water storages have emptied. Playing a little close by. Okay, a messenger arrives at our encampment. He has come on behalf of the remaining bunker dwellers, those who did not elect to explore the outside world with us when supplies began to run low. He tells us that starvation was enough to convince even the most stubborn to venture out onto the surface, and that they have already begun migrating in our direction. Okay. Well, we don't really have time or the resources for them at the moment, so I'm going to delay it for a little while, but it is inevitable. It is inevitable. Alright, the expedition requires my attention. Cracked earth and sand give way to vicious mud as we near the wetlands, making our journey all the more arduous. Before we see any water at all, though, come across a small old ship, completely beached, lying on its side on dry earth. None of us have any idea how it could have gotten there. Yeah, definitely check inside. Check inside for things. We'll speed up the clock so we don't have to sit here waiting for too long. But yeah, we'll see what they can find in there. That'll be good. Water 52, food 180, and scrap is at 1000. Soon, however, we will be getting a bunch of people arrive that we'll need to feed and water and stuff like that. Checked inside the ship for anything of value. Spent some time exploring. The ship's rusty engine block has some parts that seem they could be salvaged. 500 scrap. Lovely. Exploring deeper into the wetlands, a single figure soon appeared over the horizon coming towards us. It walks on stilts through the mud, and with every step, metallic jingles can be heard from a great sack it carries on its back. It stops before nearing our party, then raises a mud-slathered hand, point at us. What should we do? Well, clearly it values scrap, I think, based on the sack of jingly stuff, so I think offer it some scrap. Attack the mysterious figure. Get him! Alright. We offer the mysterious figure some of our scrap. After receiving our offering, the figure reaches into his wrappings and produces a small, colourful trinket. It's not particularly useful, but the gesture of good faith is somewhat reassuring. After hours of trudging, we finally reach the centre of the wetlands. A tiny pond lined with some thin reeds. The only water we've seen for miles. It's a lonely, depressing sight against the backdrop of expansive grey-brown mud, until we notice that some of the water near the reeds actually looks somewhat clear and drinkable. We study the effects that the reeds have on the water and harvest some samples to bring back home. Lovely. Okay, good. So they'll be done with that expedition soon, and that basically gets us our next water-producing building. Okay, we've got people complaining that they don't have a medical care, but there we go. Expedition done. What we can do now is we can bring them home, because we only gave them enough food and water to go out for a day. So this says they have 1 day of water and food and stuff available. So travel on, guys, travel on. We'll risk it. We'll risk the biscuit. I usually send them out and then back home again in the same stroke, but it's halfway through the day. Maybe they can make it to 2 sites. We'll see, I guess. We will see. Okay, so the research is ongoing for the medical center. Yeah, we've got 18 people, and I can research now the wetlands, which is over here. We're going to wait for them to finish the medical center first, though. But yeah, our little settlement is coming along nicely. There's the little well, manually pumped by hand. Brutal, dudes. But it works, I suppose. Ain't broke, don't fix. Here we go. The storm bears down as the dust clouds envelop our encampment. Work nearly grinds to a halt. Fortunately, those with shelter can ride out the worst of the storm in their makeshift lodgings, but we pity anyone trapped outside as the storm rages on. You mean like my expedition team? Uh-oh. I'm sure they're fine, right? Yeah. I'm sure they're fine. Where there is dust storm, cause all citizens to move slower and buildings to be constructed slower. Okay, fine. Well, it's nighttime anyway, so I guess they can go and sleep it off. Go and sleep it off. The expedition party requires my attention. Our expedition finally reaches the outskirts of the campus. Large buildings of cement and glass, though broken and abandoned, seemed to us like they could have once composed an entire city in their own right. We first come across a large hall that has been recently barricaded shut. After banging on the door, a voice from inside yells, "Who's there? What should we do?" These people must be fellow survivors. We should invite them to our community. Whoever's in there could be dangerous. We should leave them alone. I think we should leave them alone. Now, I will admit, I have had this before. I've done this before. So I know that the option of inviting to join the community gives us 6 more survivors, okay? Unless there is an RNG element that I'm unaware of. We would get 6 more survivors in that. But I don't want any more survivors just yet. We don't have a sustainable way of feeding or watering them, so I'm going to leave them alone. After deliberating for a while, we decided that it's best to move on. Good. Move on, then. Alright. Came across a small grouping of buildings. A cursory pass-through reveals some nothing of value other than scraps of faded paper. One particularly collapsed structure reads a sign out front reading chemical engineering. Seems as though it might have some salvageable scrap among its rubble. Chemical engineering, no. Stay away. I don't want anybody getting like weird chemical burns. Finally reached the center of the university campus. Some buildings that were once multi-story dwellings surround a relatively open rectangular area, benches, tables, blah 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 blah. We spent some time thinking about the community that once gathered here. Lovely! Community away, my friend. That will unlock something called the community center, I think. We do need the survivors from the bunker to arrive soon, because we could do with the extra labor, I feel. So, oh, hello. Sick. Very sick and unhappy and very sick. Probably bring them home. There's an old farm, there's a cabin, there's a zoo. Come home, boys. We can now create the community center, which is nice. I'm going to preemptively here build a couple of extra houses for our new arrivals. We could see over the population tab there, summary of houses to population and, you know, everything else, food and water and stuff. An expeditioner has left because of depression. Well, that's depressing. They're nearly home. Where's he gone? What a muppet. Okay, well, we just lost a person. I think we're about to gain a bunch, so it's okay. Okay, there we go. We have researched the medical center. There it is. I am going to slap it right there. That'll do. I don't really have any kind of city planning in mind here. I'm just slapping things down willy and indeed nilly. Okay, there we go. We have 14 people unassigned to jobs right now. So let's put, we got 3 people that are sick at the moment. So I think 1 person will be able to deal with that fine. We're at minus 368 a day on the water front. That's not good. And we're minus, holy moly, we're minus a lot on food. Oh, that's because an entire bush has disappeared. Right. Yes, let's get some people back on that. That's why we have 13. I see now. Right, let's put 1 on water. And we'll put 1 guy on the bush over here. That should not. Damn it. Okay. We need 6 people for more expeditions, though. So, oh, God. Okay, we're going to have to take some people off scrap. That's fine. This is what we do. What's going on here? Why not enough outgoing connections? That might also explain why the food isn't working. Bingo. Connect our food storage to the bush. Connect it to the bush, guys. 24 a day, you son of a bean. All right, 1 more and 1 more on the pump. And plus and plus. Whew. Okay, good. Ah, great. Perfect timing game. Thank you very much. I've just resolved 1 issue. Just please shove another one in my face. Go on, do it. Ah, great. So that is an extra 400 food and 400 water a day that we're going to have to create. Now, this is the great thing about Homeseek here, is the balance between, you need people to run your infrastructure, but the more people you have, the more demands are on that infrastructure. So there's a real balance between how many people you accept into your survivors camp, which can be great because you can send out more expeditions, for example, or have people making more scrap or more researchers or more medics, etc., etc. But can you feed them? Bam! There goes everything. Minus 500 on both. Okay, so we're gonna have to top up. We're gonna max out that berry bush. Okay, food is now 60 just about. Now water, okay, that's a serious situation now. We've got 3 days of water left in that well. Great. That is not good at all. We have another well here, however. So I'm gonna get them to build that. Okay, we have 800 scrap. And here they come. Right, let's get an expedition going. Oh, I did that wrong, sorry. Let's get an expedition going. We click on that. We go new expedition. Max out the party. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Oh, crap. We don't have the stored water or food to do this, actually. We need a surplus in order, because we need to give them 300 at least for a day's outing, right? I mean, hang on, let me have a look. How far away is the farm? 12 hours. If we send them out and straight back, they don't need any rations. Right? That's the way that works, I think. Okay. Let's send them out then. Let's go. New expedition, maximum out. I'm gonna give them all the food and water we have. They don't have a day's worth of food stuff there, but they have some, right? Okay, so go. Right, we'll wait for the expedition to gather. We need to send them to the farm. We need to get some new food sources. And we need to get some new water sources as well. The contaminated... Oh, here we go. The contaminated things here, the wells. I'm going to cut it. Right, so we can choose copper, iron, or plastic. Plastic is the best, but it costs the most scrap. Copper costs the least scrap, I think? Yeah, but is the least efficient. We want the most efficiency. Water is such a rare resource here that I ain't skimping on the pipe work, all right? There is no skimping going on. Okay. Expedition requires... Here we go. Have an expedition team to the old farm, please. Let's go. Hopefully that should unlock 1, 2, 3, 4 additional expeditions when they're done. We will find out. I gotta send them there and straight back. There is no time for dilly-dallying when I haven't sent them with any rations. That is high risk. Okay, so where are we now? We're at 153. We need to put some people on there. That brings us up to 431. Okay, that should give us and 20 food. Okay, good. 140 on the scrap. Let's... how many people? We've got 4 left. Okay, so not quite enough to do another expedition. Let's just stick them on a scrap pile then. Okay. Whew. Dehydrated, starving, and very sick. And there's an accident as well. Great. Calling away at work, we hear a loud crash and then some howls of pain. When we investigate, we find that a pair of community members have injured themselves in an accident. If only dangers of our work weren't an unfortunate necessity of survival. Understood. Okay, you know what? I'm going to take a person off of that and put another doctor. And these people are just suddenly medics as well. They don't need any training or anything. This is funny. Okay, there is a community center, I thought. Did I not build one? I haven't researched it yet. Hang on. Because we went to the campus, didn't we? Oh, yeah. We need to research the wetlands. Let's go. Yeah, okay. I've been slacking on the research front here while I've been managing food and whatnot. Okay, yeah, we lost a person off the water extractors. We now have one more person off of scrap then, please. And onto water. There we go, 491 a day. 480 foods a day. Okay. Now, the problem is the water wells run dry and the berry bushes run out. Once that and this last bush over here is depleted, well, we're effed. I think it's generally... I mean, the technical term for it is we're utterly screwed. Okay, so, yeah. Alright, we're going to shove another house down somewhere. That'll do. There we go. Epic city planning. Epic city planning. Okay, expedition requires our attention. I do love the way that it pauses the game when this happens. The old world had enough food to feed every mouth, and places like these were key. Stories say that years' worth of food would simply spring from the ground. Crops no longer grow on this farm, but we must still learn its old secrets. The journey to the old farm starts to drain our energy even before the heat wave hits us. The sun bakes the sand beneath us like an oven, and before long, many of us begin to feel delirious and weak. Our destination is still beyond the horizon, but our map says it can't be too much further. Double the water rations. We came prepared. We did not. They had less than a day's worth of rations. Can't spare anymore. Go! Someone's going to die. Someone's going to die. I made a bad decision here, and yeah, that's not... Oh my god. Died. I lost half the team has died. Some of us begin to doubt we'll make it back. The stories said the soil would be moist and fertile here, but the ground is cracked, dry, and covered in dust and sand for miles in every direction, and so we barely realize that we've arrived at the old farm before we find the half-ruined farmhouse itself. We're all exhausted by the journey. By the time we arrive, take some time to rest. Do we take some time to rest? They don't have the rations for this. They've got 39... No, frickin'... How have you got 39 water? 3 people just died of dehydration. You could have given them some water, you absolute plebs. My god. Okay, rest for an hour and... That's fine. Rest for an hour and a bit. All right, go on, get on with it. Oh my god. Okay, so these guys have the decision-making skills of stranded alien Dawn, it would seem. All right, cool. After searching the farm thoroughly, it becomes clear that almost nothing of value remains for us to find. A few sun-bleached bones lie far in what once was grazing fields, and the wreck of a single tractor is rusted beyond any use. The only saving grace of our expedition is the discovery of a few packets of seeds we find in the farmhouse basement. We spend some time trying to best understand how the farm might have once been laid out. Okay, good. Fine. Okay. You guys have done wonderful. 12-hour journey. 3 of them have died. Oh my god. It seems a little bit harsh. 12 hours and, you know, they died of dehydration. Okay, well, I mean, yeah, it can happen. Alright, so the expedition team is done, and we now have unlocked the farm, but we're still working on the wetlands at the moment, so... Alright, we've got 3 people. The 3 from the expedition team are back. The sun's heat is becoming unbearable, and our unprotected water reserves are evaporating before our eyes. The sight of our invaluable water vanishing so quickly prompts us to take inventory of our remaining resources. Our community comes to a grim conclusion. Even without the effects of the heat wave, our water is quickly running out. Our time here has suddenly become very limited. We need to think of solutions to these problems, and fast. Rationing quest will start. Rationing, 3-day time limit. Recent discoveries have proven that our precious vital resources are more limited than ever. Until we think of a permanent solution to our water security problems, it would be good to devise ways to increase the efficiency by which we distribute these crucial resources. We should find a way to reduce water consumption. A mall would be a good place to search for something like this. Well, let's have a look at the expedition map. Do we have a mall? Shopping mall. There we go. 8-hour trip. Hopefully, we don't need to give them any rations to do it. But we do need to find 6 people somewhere. And we're running out of water. The heat wave needs to piss off, basically. Heat wave needs to go away. Okay, plus 70. We're really pumping the water out of the ground now. The water storage is just plummeting. Heat wave? Clear days. Is the heat wave... Ah, yes, the heat wave is gone. And look at our water. It's absolutely just spiraling out of control now. Okay, fine. We don't need that many people on water anymore. That many people on water anymore. Or even that many people on water anymore. Okay, we do need that many people on water. Okay, we can drop one from here. 173, 48 a day on food. Okay, good. We have 5 people. Could really use one more person to go on a trip. 173. Okay, we've got water in surplus. Let's take someone from water. Oh, this is a bad idea. This is a bad idea, but we need an expedition. Oh, wait, hang on. They're waiting. What are they still doing up there? Get back here. Shit, I didn't tell them to return home. Oh, crap. There's only 2 of them left. Oh, God. What have I done? I completely forgot about them. They're not going to make it. Okay, well, we're going to have a new expedition anyway. Let's just pretend that I can't seem to add a new expedition team. Crap. I gotta wait for the other one to either expire or get home. This will be absolutely fine. All right, whoever's on water, go back on water. They started with 6 people, and I don't even know if the last 2 are gonna make it. Oh my god, there's so much to think about in this game. It's crazy. But you just gotta remember everything. You gotta balance this. You gotta balance this. You gotta watch this like a freaking hawk. And then the weather does dicky things. Oh my god. Right, we do have a bit of surplus of food and water, though, so that's something, I suppose. They made it! They made it, guys! Look at them! They made it! These little absolute gangsters! How they did it, but they straight into the water, straight into the food. Gibbs, 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 gibbs. Damn, I'm hungry. Is there food? You just went to the food thingy. Okay, the food thingies are empty now all of a sudden. What the feck? Oh my god. Right, back to work, everybody. What? Refugees? Oh my god. Another group of survivors arrive at our encampment wanting to join our community. They tell us that a group of vicious bandits raided their camp and destroyed everything. Fortunately, they managed to flee, and after wandering for some time, nearly starving, they spotted the smoke rising from the fires of our settlement. Oh god, we got fires. I can't take on 10 people. Oh, that's savage. These travelers are unwelcome in our settlement. However, we should demand they pay a toll before we permit them onwards. Evil. 350 water and 350 food. I could use that right now. I could definitely use that in order to send my expedition off for a day. It's savage, but I'm doing it. I demanded a toll. I demand it. Where's the food? There we go. Your wetlands research is completed. Oh, that's fantastic. Lovely. I just need to hit this. This needs to hit 300, and then I can go. There we go. Bingo. New expedition. Maximum. There we go. 1 day. 1 day of food and water. We are running out of time for this thing. We need to distribute this water better. Our expedition team is ready. To the mall! Make it so! Go! You bastards, go! Okay, now we need scrap, people. We need scrap. We have 1 spare person. Plus 400. Plus 500. Can we drop a person from food and water? Yes. Just about. We need to scrap it up, people. Oh my god, we're not doing any research right now. What the hell is going on? There's another thing I need to worry about. My god, you're just trying to get everything done right now, and it's just not happening. Right, community center research. The community center allows you to, like, put in laws and stuff like that. Wells deplete. Our water extractors are rapidly depleting the 2 shallow wells. A pall descends over... What the hell is a pall? It descends over our settlement as everyone truly begins to understand the urgency of our situation. Until we find some new sources of water, all we have left to drink are our rapidly dwindling reserves, already extracted from the ground. When they run out, we will quickly die from dehydration. Good! Keep sending expeditions until you find a way out of this valley. Well, I mean, looking at the map, out of this valley is over the fucking hills. Despair. A wave of depression washes over our community. The sentiment that our efforts seem hopeless and that our world is too dead to save seems to spread from one survivor to another. There doesn't seem to be any specific cause other than the obvious desolation of our environment, but it seems clear that the tiny size of the rations we distribute each day doesn't help. I can't increase the rations. Okay? Stop being depressed. Jeez, no, -2. No, nothing. You just have to deal with it, guys. I know it drops my average happiness down to 79%, but you know what? That's still good. That's still okay. What the hell? An expedition requires your attention. Okay, here we go. Just as Amal appears to us over the horizon, one of our party members doubles over, falling to the ground. He is clearly in immense pain and seems to be holding a specific hot spot on his abdomen. Someone mentions that he seemed to be struggling to keep pace with the rest of the expedition earlier too. What should we do? Set up a small camp and hope for them to recover. Or there's something inside of them that's hurting them. Maybe we can remove it. Well, it sounds like his appendix is exploding, but yeah, go for a bit of field surgery. I'm sure it'll be fine. Everything's no problem there, isn't it? And bets on whether this guy's going to survive or not? Yeah, he's dead. He did. Okay, we removed a small piece of black tissue from the afflicted and stitched them up before they lose too much blood. He seems to be stable for now. We'll let him rest for a while and he can catch up to us later. Moments after entering the mall, we see that human remains are scattered nearly everywhere throughout its interior. Many corpses seem to be clutching brightly colored clothes, leather shoes, or other trinkets still in near perfect condition next to their decaying bodies. Oh, Jesus Christ, did people really go looting for luxuries when they were starving to death? Oh my god. What should we do? It might be unsettling, but we should search the corpses for anything useful. Maybe they're all dead for a reason. Let the dead lie. Yeah, be fine. Search the bodies. Go on. I'm sure they're not infected with some crazy virus. Everything will be fine. Oh, hang on. We came upon a small kiosk near the end of our search that still has many stacks of old cups and bottles on its shelves. Pipes connect to taps somewhere underground. And though they have since run dry, it's clear what function they once served. We spend some time studying the Mall's water distribution system. Here we go, the water distribution system. That's what we need. Okay. That's going to come in about now. There we go. Rationing complete. A recent discovery has proven that our precious vital resources are more limited than ever. Until we think of a permanent solution to our water security problems, it would be good to devise ways to increase the efficiency by which we distribute these crucial resources. Okay, that's good. Now, how's our research coming? Badly. We got one dude on research. Okay, expedition party. Oh, what have we done not there? Science museum. You know that's going to be good, but they've only got 1 day. Mind you, that was only 8 hours. How far away is that? 6 hours. They could make it and back. I'm going to send them on, guys. Refuge. 15 hours. That's a long old way. That's not going to do it. They're going to need a day's ration to take that. 18 hours to the music park. 22 hours to the cabin. That's from their current spot, in fairness. Okay. Onwards to the science museum then, please, boys. You can do it. You 6 hours there and then 5 hours there and then, 11 hours back. That's basically a day. You've got this. We need to build a wetlands. Okay, 420 scrap. That should be good. Converts contaminated water into pure water. Okay. So we are going to need another water storage. It's another 300 scrap, damn it. Okay, we may as well start with that. Where should we put the wetlands? Oh, it might be quite good to put it down here. That way I can run the storage straight into the farm when we get it. This bit of bus or whatever it is in the way of my plans. There's an outrage. All right, we'll put the water storage there. Oh, hello. Expedition team. We carefully step past the broken glass of the entrance and see first a small room near the entryway labeled with a sign reading gift shop. It's completely ransacked, save for a small box in one corner. The words special gift are scrawled sloppily on the wall above. What should we do? Special. Why is it spelled like that? Ignore the box or have someone open the box. Special gift. I mean, that's that just spells death. Special. Part of me is like, open it. Open it. It's got to be done. For the sake of the content, we must know. Ignore the box. They'll just move on. Let's open the box. We have to know what's inside the box, guys. Open the box. This is probably a very bad decision, but for the benefit of you guys, I'm going to do it. What is in the box? 3, 2, 1. Somebody's dead. It's like Ixion all over again, isn't it? We spend a moment deliberating and then open the box. Immediately after the lid is lifted, something inside the box explodes, killing the expeditioner sent to inspect it and injuring others. Brilliant. Continuing further, we soon hear the echoes of voices coming from deeper within the museum. We approach carefully at first, but soon come upon an unthreatening band of survivors who have set up an encampment inside the museum's halls. Some of them are injured, and they explain that they fought off a gang of bandits not too long ago. Offer to have them join or move on. How many are we talking about here, though? Like, I could probably manage a few. I mean, it would be good to increase my research rate, right? Offer to have them join. Plus, we probably just lost 2 people. Let's have them join. They're welcome to join. Okay, and let's see how that turns out. They probably shoot them in the face, don't they? I get how this game is now. +6. Okay, that's a good number. I was dreading like a +20 or something. I'd have just been like, oh my god, no. But +6, we can do that. Okay, here we go. Spend some time studying the Walker Tower. Hang on, I don't need to read this. Finally making it through most of the museum, we come to a courtyard outdoors. The fresh air is nice, though unusually humid. We notice that a single oddly shaped cloth tower in the middle of the courtyard seems to be saturated with moisture. A plaque nearby explains the science of collecting water from the air. Yes! Spend some time studying the Walker Tower. Brilliant, that's what a Walker Tower is. I've never heard that before. Oh, but that's wonderful. Walker Tower! Collects contaminated water from the surrounding area during night hours. I will take it. I will fracking take it. That's amazing. Okay, expedition requires your attention. Okay, guys. Yeah, we got a lot of new people here. Starving. Okay, they've gone through all the food and stuff. Yeah, this is fine. Very sick. Thirsty. Tired. Very sick. Very sick. Unhappy. Tired. Thirsty. Okay, guys, you've got a 11-hour journey back to base. And some of you are already starving and hungry and thirsty, but you can do it. Yeah, I believe. Oh, look at the river over there. Beckett, carry on. Go to the river. Why have I got 5 people? Another bush is depleted. That's why we're at -948 a day on the rations. Oh boy. Okay, max that bush out. Takes us up to 3. We're gonna have to move the food storage. Oh god, so much for building my freaking things. Oh my god. Have I got anybody on the scrap? I do. Okay. We're almost out of food. I need to... If I demolish this, do I get the scrap back? I don't think you do, look. Doesn't say you do, anyway. I need to move over to this new bush over here, and we need to research farms, and I need to, you know, research everything, and everything's taking long, and... Okay, speedy uppy. Let's get some scrap. We need... How much? 300 for a food storage. We put there, okay? Go, go, go. Get it built. Get it built. There we go. We have a new food storage. Can we... Oh, here we go. Destroy connection. There we go. Yes. And then connect. There we go. Good. And destroy it. Yes. Food is -300, so we need to put some people on here. And that puts us at 132 plus, 1500 plus water. Excellent stuff, guys. Water is looking sweet. Our expedition has returned. That's another 10 people. And food is now -5. Holy crap, we need to get farms up and running. That's both berry bushes maxed, and that berry bush is about to expire. Oh my god! Max the people out on the research station. We are utterly screwed. It's the food that's our situation now. It is the food that we are going to be suffering, and we need a farm, which you need to research, and we need a certain type of water for that farm. We need the water that comes out of the wetlands. So I need to set up a wetlands, okay, which takes the unclean water and treats it. So, yeah. Rain! Just when we think we were at the end of our rope, then grey clouds gather over our settlement. We first cower from the rain as it begins to fall, but before realizing the raindrops don't burn our skin as it touches. With this, we can stretch our drinking water reserves a little longer. Ah, good. Can we stretch our bushes a little bit longer? Oh god, there goes another one. We're out of food. We are plumb out of freaking food. Skimming. We're down to our final food pile. The situation is not handled soon. We will starve. Things escalate when someone is caught stealing supplies. We search the man's bed and find he has been storing nuts under his mattress. He's weak, but an example must be made to prevent this sort of thing. Confiscates food. We need it. We need that 400 food. Research farms. Yes, I know. I know. Researching farms is exactly what we need to do. I'm just Oh, died. Okay, we've got 5 people just sat around doing nothing. Scrap piles. Let's go, people. Come on. Build the scrappy boys. Right, okay, so this thing then, what we do is we connect with a water pump there, and that costs 351 scrap. We are not skimping on the water, and then we connect to that water storage there. 111 scrap, and that not skimping on the water either. Okay, so this now allows us to start generating. I've completed research. Fantastic. Now, can we start making a farm, please? Farm, research, go now. Oh my god. This is just touch and go, guys. And I need people to start working on this. I'm going to take some people off scrap and put them in this. Okay. They will now take 72 contaminated water an hour, I believe. And oh god, now there's water left. We gain water from rain, and now we lose water from this. The survivor alerts the encampment that our water reserves have sprung a leak. It's only natural that our makeshift tanks will fail from time to time, but we find odd scrapes and dents that are evident in the tank near the source of the leak. Some of us can't help but think that sabotage may be involved. Great. Understood. So we're still plus water. We're minus 101,000 poor water. Right, I think because everybody's now drinking poor water. So what we can do is we can say, denied. And then we're minus, oh my god, we're minus a lot on that. Holy crap. And now I'm hungry. Okay, can we increase? We increase the production? Oh my god, we're going to really need to increase the production there. Okay. I need all the water from this to feed the farm. Look at the pipe thing on this. I love the little pipes and stuff. It's cool. Yeah, everybody's going to starve to death now. We're seriously. There's not enough. There's like a little bit of food coming in from one berry bush, but you know, it's nothing. It's nothing. 31 people can't deal with this. Let's go. Research faster, you bellends. Okay, so the research is almost done on the farm. We have the community center now, but I'm not wasting the scrap on that. We're going farm, and it looks like we go straight there. Bang, 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 bang. Go. Build the smegging farm. I need to research. Bandit Scout. As we toil away, a citizen report seeing an armed wastelander prowling the outskirts of our camp. We managed to chase him off, but anxiety and doubt still spread among us regarding the new potential threat to burden already overburdened lives. Wonderful stuff. All right, so what we can do is we can increase the production of the water extractors. And then we're going to do Waka Towers, I think, next. And you can basically upgrade all the things that you've already researched to unlock. Farm is building. Good. Okay, good. Minus 660 food a day. That is got 19 hours of food left in it. Oh, no. No. Build the farm is done. Lovely. Maximum people on the farm. Okay. Hang on. I need to set a connection up to increase that. And we need a connection to... Oh, crap. I need a food storage. I forgot about that. There we go. We have the scrap. We have the scrap, people. Everything's just minus right now. Okay, food's in the positive. Woo! Right, food's in the positive. Surviving for 10 days has just come up as a Steam achievement. I mean, that says everything about this game, doesn't it? When there's a Steam achievement saying, oh, congratulations, you survived 10 days. Oh my god. It is absolute beast of a game. Okay, research is available. It's done. The water extraction productivity is increased by 20%. And yet we're still in negative water. All right, what else can we do? We can increase the workforce. We don't really have the people to do that right now. Waka towers it is then. Let's get them. We need to collect that water from the air around us. Plus 492 food. But that is 90 an hour. How much is that? I wish you got per day up here and per hour down here. So what? You want me to times by 24 that? Oh my god. There's only 14 hours. 14 hours of food left available in the bush. We could almost do with another farm. You know? But I don't think there is another fertile patch of soil around here anywhere on this map. And bearing in mind this is part 1. This is just part 1, guys. You know, this is not the final settlement, I suppose we could say. There's just a temporary shack on the way. We've got 2 starving citizens. Good. We're minus 12 a day now. I'm guessing we just lost someone off of the berry bushes. Let's put them on the farm. Put 2 more on the farm. Plus 852. We're minus still on water. Oh boy. But we're going to research the Waka towers. The Waka towers. That is going to hopefully improve our water situation some more. A point where maybe, if we can get some more citizens, we can start sending expeditions out right now. I feel like right now, everyone is required. Oh, I've got just 2 people who've just turned up. Are they sick people that are no longer sick? We'll have another one on the researchy thing, please. And another one on the pump. Here we go. Yeah. Waka towers are done. Whackers. 240 scrap each. You know what that means? 1. 2. Well, yes. More. 3. These things just give water from the air. So you damn straight. I'm building as many as I can. Holy crap. This is going to be excellent, guys. Excellent. I'm forcing people right now to drink poor water. Poor quality water. How many connections does this water storage have? It could have 6. Okay. I may have built too many. Oh, hang on. Why can't I? What? No available buildings to connect. Well, that's a lie. There's 2 more connections here. What do you mean 0 an hour? Whackers collect contaminated water from the air humidity. Building them close to one another will reduce their efficiency. Crap! Come on, Ash. Oh my god. You do get some scrap back. Look, you get a percentage back. Oh boy. I didn't realize. Okay. Let's get rid of that there as well then. Oh my god. That's going to cost me a bunch of scrap. Okay. Fine. So, okay. There's a Waka tower radius. Waka. 69. Oh, I see. Okay. Right, so we've got a Waka tower down there. Let's put another Waka tower down here. 86. Oh my god, they've got to be miles away. What? That's so much scrap in piping. That is so much scrap in piping. Okay, that's fine. We will build one out here at 100%. That's nice. Yeah, of course. I should have seen it coming. Of course they're not going to let me build them next to each other. That'd be far too convenient. Far too bloody convenient, that would be. Oh, Christ. There is, of course, the whole water distribution thing that I've been completely neglecting. That thing. Research. Go. Woof. Which actually improves the efficiency of water distribution. What I need to do is I need to feed as much water into wetlands as I can. Is this going to work? I don't see why not. I've got a connector there, right? So there we go. Waka. 17 an hour. Okay, that's fine. people need to work these buildings? No, they don't. They just work on their own. Fine. Oh, what am I doing? I'm trying to connect it to a scrap pile. Sure, that works. Just try and connect it to a scrap pile. GG. Right, so that then needs to be connected to that wetlands, and that wetlands then gets connected to that storage, and I'm out of scrap. Or am I? 207. Bingo. There we go. And I can put people on that. Why have I got 7 people all of a sudden? What's going on? What? The berry bushes are done. The berry bushes are done, guys. Storage 0. Destroy the building. Which means that now we have 1 farm to feed everyone. Okay, the distribution center is done. Farms. Increase efficiency, please. We are feeding everybody on 1 farm. We need as much efficiency as possible. People are not allowed to take from the good water at the moment because it is just growing food. I need to increase the amount of good water that I get. Right, Wacker Tower. This is getting insane. We need more scrap. We need more scrap. Oh, people not in research. 5 out of 5 that research, please. Scrap pile. Let's add another one in there. Let's add another 2 in there. Let's really up our scraps amounts. Water is now minus a lot. Oh my god. In conclusion, this game is freaking brutal. And it is relentless. Doesn't mess about with the whole building placement thing. There are some proximity and planning challenges, as you can see, with pipe networks and connections and spacing required. There's limited food available. This is part 1. There are 5 chapters currently in the game. I think it was 5 anyway. Don't quote me on that one. There are several chapters available in the game already. This is 1. Okay, what happens after we move on from this place? I don't know yet. But the struggle is real. The challenge is real. And like I said, this is my 3rd game. And actually I'm doing much better this time than I was. I would hope to get through at least 1 chapter in a video, but this has been so hectic and full on that there's not really been much to cut out of it. Unfortunately, I've run out of time today. However, if you would like to see more from Homeseek and myself, please do let me know down in the comments below. At the moment, I have 29 citizens. They are alive and reasonably well for now. How long that lasts, I don't know. With the Wacker Towers, maybe we'll be okay. But yeah, we'll have to see. Ladies and gentlemen, thank you so much for watching. I do hope you enjoyed. And hopefully I will see you next time. Till then, take care. Bye-bye.